Okay, I'll be really quick with this one as this is the one that we did in class. We went through this. So this is the data set. This is exercise 3.1. This is the data set that we looked at when we were going through the chapter. So let's just kind of see what's in this data set. Basically, every year, the performance of the growth funds versus the performance of the value funds. So we want to kind of characterize the average return for these two different types of funds. And also, we're looking later on in the chapter, we're looking at measures of risk. So we just viewed it. Let's just have a look at the column types as well. So you see here, just basically everything's a number. Now, if you have a vector of information, so remember if you have a dollar, this basically returns the column growth and returns a vector of growth. You see here, we have all these numbers, which is the returns for the growth fund. We can find the mean of those. We can always find the median of those. We can do exactly the same for the value. So all this is, again, all these functions, they're taking in this vector of numbers and returning one number, which is a mean or a median. And you can see that the mean and the median for the growth fund is around 15. The median for the value is 15, but the mean is 12, so it's a little bit left skewed. There may be a few very low values for the value fund that's affecting the mean more than the median. But we could also give a little summary. And this basically has a summary of all the variables in the data set. And in fact, another thing you could do, you could look at individual values. So let's just say we could look at growth individually, like that. But let's just look at the whole thing. And you can see we have the minimum and the maximum. So growth goes from -40 to almost 80. Value from -46 to 44. We've got both the means and the medians, and we've also got the quartiles. So you see the quartiles, the growth seems to be shifted a little bit to the right. The first quartile is higher than the value fund, and the third quartile is higher than the value fund. Okay, so as I said, I'll make that very brief as I did it in class, and that is example 3.1.